What's going on, guys? We have our weekly updates and mints video today, starting with the S&P 500. We are still solidly above the downward trend, and I'll hopefully have to make a new trend line soon. The reason for our recent drop slightly below the last is due to the Fed rate tool now pricing in an 18% chance for rates to increase by 0.5 next meeting. The odds are still very low, but 18% is far from zero. We also have a lot of data that will continue to come within the next few weeks before March 22nd, which is the next meeting. This data will change the probability, so we will have to continue to monitor this. Remember, the tool isn't always right, but it almost always is. Looking at Cardano, Ethereum, and Bitcoin, we see that they are actually holding up much better than stocks relative to the last month. And then if we go and we check out OpenCNFT.io, we still have very low volume. We finally broke 600K again, but I do wonder if there's a correlation between ADA being more expensive and ADA volume being spent on NFTs. Moving into some of the updates that we have, the first update is from Micefia / ThisOne. ThisOne is a project Micefia partnered with to help make some of their game, story material, and token development. ThisOne has established creators, artists, collectors, and professionals to help other creators and investors. If you own 3 mice and 3 suitcases by February 23rd, then you will be airdropped a ThisOne Pass, which provides access to their alpha group. Holders will earn multi-cross-chain tokens called Tone, and get benefits such as alpha group privileges, CNFT bots, and access to their AI tool. Too early to say how it will all play out, but they have partnered with JPEG Store, Matt Gaming, NAIA, which is an AI company focusing on transforming words into art, and a bunch of others that you can find on their website. I personally own a bunch of suitcases, and I just purchased my 3rd mouse, so hopefully this goes well. Next up is Pond. They minted their first 1,000 NFTs a month or so ago and are now minting the next 1,000, followed by another 1,000 for the acronym airdrop. They have postponed their release before due to the focus on their Pond version 2, and remember that Pond has no fees currently, but once version 2 is here, that will change. The last mint was for Pond Theta, which is the fixed collection, and the mint coming up is Pond Pi, and it will be inflationary as well as only including architects and farmers. Says here that the first mint for the inflationary collection will be on the 4th of March. There is no price set at this time. Also, make sure to note that the Pi variants will not receive a floorless NFT airdrop, will not have access to lower fees on Poolberry, and will not have a yield multiplier on Grapple or Swiped. If you hold any Pond NFT, you will be eligible for a Pond Pi mint. If you own 9 or less, then you can mint 1. If you own 1, you can mint 1. If you hold 10 or more, you can mint as many NFTs as you own in that wallet. If you hold 20, then you can mint all 20, but keep in mind that this caps at 35 NFTs. So if you own 36, you can only mint 35. I also just noticed that it says they will be minting the whitelist on February 25th, so the website paper needs to be updated. But anyways, guys, that means that you need to get your whitelist in order before the 24th. I've gone over Pond a few times, but in short, this is a lending platform that lets you loan NFTs for ADA, and has many partnerships that are helping build more and more ways to loan and have money flowing through our ecosystem. If you want to learn more, I'll have their socials in the description below. On JPEG Store, their Thetas are going for around 600 ADA, so what I'm looking for is maybe 200 to 300 ADA cheaper than the floors from the next collection, as they don't get half the utility and it is inflationary, so if mint price is 200 or cheaper, then I'll be looking to purchase. Next up is The River. They are about to finish minting all their toads tomorrow, and if the whitelist members don't mint them, then the team will, and will then use them for giveaways and collabs later on. Not sure if this will cause a slight spike in volume once they are sold out, but they will let you have access to their beta games as well as mint the main collection. They are also building casino games and have a sneak peek here of some of the designs for their poker setup. Moving on to Goombles, they just announced their mint price. They have set it to $79 each, and there will be a snapshot right before the mint to solidify the price. They also made this literal pie chart that is a little rough on the eyes, but say the split from the funds will go like this. 5% to the legal team, 55% to game dev and team, 25% to Digital lifestyle that they call unwrapping, 10% to marketing and player acquisition, and then finally 5% to Digital clothing line and accessories. They also show a picture of their land and say to guess how many factions that you can find. Then it reminds you to register your wallet for the Goomlist. You only have 3 days left, so head over to Goomlist to register your wallet if you do have the whitelist. Following up on ADA Inmates, we can see that their floor has slowly been rising, but their rares went absolutely crazy. I sold my War Criminal for about half of what it's worth right now, and I'm happy about the gains, but damn, it still stings a little bit. Over the last week, there have been art giveaways. They partnered with Safari Squad to where now inmates can be staked in the Safari habitats for boosted Safari tokens. They collabed with Stag Alliance to give them 15 Chosen One roles, which will only go to death row holders. They partnered with G-Fi Systems to create and install custom bots in the Discord, and most recently hired Noma Tokenomics to stress test and audit their tokens. The tests usually take about a month or so. And I also forgot to mention that they re-upped their agreement with Yepple to provide the gamified staking platform and their sell mints. They really have done so much after mint, so it's nice to see that they're doing well. Checking out some mints this week, I think the most hype mint is probably AdaMint. AdaMint is having their founders snapshot on the 21st, and currently the floor for these passes is around 1,250 ADA. The mint price for their 1,500 supply will be 175 ADA. If you are on the founders phase, then you can mint 6. If you're on the mint list phase, then you can mint 3. And on the whitelist phase, then you can mint 1. There is a slight over allocation to try and count for the people who don't mint, so try to mint quickly just in case. If there is a public phase, then you can mint up to 2 per transaction. We covered AdaMint in the last video, so I won't go crazy in depth, but AdaMint is going to be getting whitelists and handing them out to their holders. Next Monday, they have a partnership that they can't announce yet, but they will be giving away 400 whitelist spots from that partnership. They also have raffles to their public users and holders. If you go to their website, adamint.net/public raffle, you can see all the raffles that they've done, plan to do, and are currently doing. It's also the only mint in Smasher Pass that got voted to mint this week. Hydra was also about a 40% minting, maybe, but the date here is wrong. This actually mints on March 25th, not this week. So we will move over to Little Oshi. Now, Oshi is an NFT project aiming to promote positivity and creativity through art. They say for their future utility, they will be setting up staking for the Oshi coin, creating merch, launching their CNFT IRL, turn Oshi and some NFTs into real-life collectibles, and are talking with a Japanese game developer who will create a pixel art style side-scroller. Little Oshi will be minting for 100 ADA and has a total supply of 6,500. I do like their art. I do like their figurines, but staking, collectibles, and a side-scroller game isn't very enticing. I wish them the best. They do have cool art, but during a time where volume is low, I won't be taking a risk on many projects unless it's something more obvious. Alright, and I know I'm completely out of order. Normally I do the updates, then the mints, or the mints, then the updates, whatever, but we're going to throw in OGBears as a last update. OGBears is a project that I have been community manager for a long time, almost a year now, and I cover them when updates are rolling in, and now is another one of those times. A while back, they partnered with Bad Fox Motorcycle Club to build a racing game inside of the OGverse. New developments have been coming in the last few weeks, and we can see on January 9th, the developments started coming in more regularly. They finished 10 maps for their golf course as well. If we scroll down right here, they also announced instead of using AI bikes to race against, they would be just putting the top players in Ghost, so you can see, how close you are to being the top 3. And they also updated the tracks to be longer and feel more realistic. A week later, they made another track. Then 2 weeks later, we see a fairly large improvement graphic-wise with better UI, shadows, effects, and physics. And it shows how you will need to connect your wallet, and you must own either a fox or a bear in order to race. Then the last update shows how they have a ghost riding along, which will be the top racers. It says only 1 to 2 in this update, so maybe we can only see the top 2, not the top 3, but we'll have to wait and see. But shoutouts to the team over at Bears for continuing to build, and I'm looking forward to playing some dirt bike races soon. Thanks for watching, everybody. Remember to leave a like and subscribe. It does help me out. And remember to get outside, see your friends, see your family. We're here to make more money so that we can spend more time with them. Until next time, guys. Peace.
I get it like a G, but it never came easy. You got me coughing up a lung, I wish I rap like Wheezy. I keep my pace, so I'm sorry that I'm breezy. Keep my sneaks laced, cause I can't afford Yeezys. I don't want the gold, give me BTC. Y'all be acting crazy.